Now, I'm a little bit worried for our Protoss player because after all those nukes have been landing, TheLittleOne has been building up the mighty battle cruiser, the ultimate weapon of war for the Terran player, and he's also got a Raven as well, so that is some pretty good teching up for our Terran player as he continues to recapture this expansion over at the 9 o'clock, and I'm just surprised we don't see Liquid Nazgul going for an attack. He's just kind of chilling in the middle of the map with this huge army. And I don't know, Husky, I think he needs to make an attack.
Yeah, absolutely. The second he saw that with the Observer, he's getting EMP'd here by that Ghost as he was walking by that watchtower. But the battle cruisers, they're pissed. They're going to be going to this gold expansion once again. And as soon as Liquid Nazgul actually saw these battle cruisers, here's the attack commencing right now. As soon as he saw those, he decided to back out because you have to remember that Protoss are actually fairly weak. Another nuke going down at the expansion. I think this is just for kicks and giggles at this point because really it's going to, well, it may kill these 3 observers, but that's going to be cost effective. I think it is going to go down. And here it goes. Boom. Goodbye, Nexus as well as the observers. So I would definitely say that paid for itself because the observers, like you said, are very expensive now. And here come Reapers, and how many battle cruisers? That's 6 battle cruisers gonna clean up this expansion. So this game is absolutely out of control.
Absolutely. Right now, Nazgul needs to get some Void Rays to counter these battle cruisers. That is the one unit I have found to be extremely effective against VCs. And unless he gets some Void Rays in the mix with his main army, he could find it extremely difficult to deal with those battle cruisers, especially since he's got so many Colossus, which of course do not attack the air. Meanwhile, a major attack going on at this 4th Expo, the Nexus going down, a quick snipe, and in the meantime, a huge Marine army, only Marines, walking straight up into the main base, and they're actually going to catch 2 Void Rays in transit. The only counter that Nazgul had for the battle cruisers quickly go down to Marines, and now the natural Expo is under attack, and could we see the robotics bay going down again? Although at this point, I don't even think it matters because Protoss player does not need Colossus. He needs Void Rays, lots and lots of Void Rays.
This is such a brilliant 2-prong attack here from the TheLittleOne. He took out so many expansions, and then he just straight up attacked with all these Marines. They are going to get melted away by these Colossus. These Marines have 0 chance of survival right now. But like you said, what he needed were these Void Rays for the battle cruisers. He had 5 Void Rays. He's lost 3 of them already. And I think I mentioned this before, but the Void Rays are very weak against smaller units like those Marines. It was the 2 Void Rays versus that entire Marine army, and they only killed, I think, 1 Marine there before the main army of Liquid Nazgul could get back to defend. But this is just a very exciting game, as now Liquid Nazgul, I think, realizes I need to make something happen because the Terran is just too mobile in this game, and so he is going to be marching out this expansion, already preemptively lifting off to another location as it flies away. But we'll see if he can make something happen right here. But with the siege tank still in position, I don't think this attack will do as much as it should.
I don't know. There's a lot of Colossus, but of course the siege tanks are nice and well spread out. Right now, that's a lot of Colossus rays coming out. War of the Worlds on this huge ramp right here as the Colossus bust their way in. Immortals taking the shots first, and a nuke! A nuke! I don't think Liquid Nazgul knows about this. Oh no, he does. So,
he did
the TheLittleOne.
Did back off now. And look at that, a defensive nuke. Gotta actually do more damage, but no, he canceled it there. But I don't think I've ever seen a defensive nuke in StarCraft 2. And like you said, this is a lot of Colossus. Where are the battle cruisers showing up just in time? Yeah, there you go. Gotta take these down, no problem. And if those Void Rays were here, Liquid Nazgul could actually deal with this. He is Yomada cannoning, whatever, how you say that, the Colossi. And so it does look like Liquid Nazgul is eventually going to lose this army. But look at this, killing a bunch of SCVs. Wow. Liquid Nazgul's army getting whittled down slowly, though, as the battle cruisers, there's nothing to counteract those. I think those may be too much right now for Liquid Nazgul to handle. A bunch of SCVs grouped up. Maybe one shot from the Colossus could make this attack a bit more exciting, but no, there it goes. Talk about an intense battle there, but the TheLittleOne definitely coming out ahead after that.
Yeah, right now I think Nazgul might be in a lot of trouble because he just sacrificed his main army in almost desperation, realizing that he does not have the units he needs to deal with these battle cruisers. And so I almost feel like that was kind of like, if you play poker, that was almost like going on tilt and sending all your units.
We're actually up to 13 Void Rays. I've never seen a game with that many Void Rays.
Wow.
Now, that many, I think, could handle these battle cruisers. The battle cruisers do have the 1 attack and 1 armor as well. So sorry to interrupt there. It's just I've never seen this many Void Rays. They could kill this command center almost instantly, especially once their damage starts to add up. And it's just a mass amount of Marines can counter this, but that is so many Void Rays And so Liquid Nazgul, though, needs to follow this up with some sort of army to support it. But looking around, just looking at the units for either player, there isn't that much light units for the little one, because he did that all-in Marine attack there. Well, I guess it wasn't all-in, but it was for the Marines. So here come the Void Rays right now, and with this many, they should be able to at least kill the Marines, I would assume. But
we are
wow.
seeing some micro, actually, for the front Void Rays. So nice moves by Liquid Nazgul. Sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to call out the micro. And here we go. Big battle going on as the battle cruisers Yamatoing some of the Void Rays, but these BCs are going to go down. A Ghost in the mix. Is it going to EMP? I don't see what the heck that Ghost is doing. Just kind of chilling under the battle, under those laser beams.
And then he gets focused, and there he goes.
Yeah. And I do think that Nazgul is going to make this cost effective, even if he loses the majority of his Void Rays, because he did whittle down and demolish the entire BC fleet. And now we could be seeing both players kind of switch over to less tier 3 units as they realize that the capital ships are very vulnerable. And look at this! A Raven dropping off 2 auto turrets at the Natural Expo all the way to the east, as well as a battlecruiser. The auto turrets, of course, are very powerful. They do a lot of damage to ground units, taking out probes very quickly. And these Zealots are going to mop that up, but the BC might take out that Nexus. And meanwhile, another major attack, 2 attacks going on right now as Void Rays and Zealots clashing all the way to the west. So there's a battle from the east to the west. And look at this, the Banshee going down. And I don't know where all these Void Rays came from, but this is just absolutely crazy how much action is going around the map.
Yeah, and unfortunately for Liquid Nazgul, he didn't have enough Marines, because look, there are enough Zealots to deal with the Marines, so forcing the Void Rays out of their Marines are extremely effective against those Void Rays, as they are made for killing things like the Battlecruisers, which the one remaining Battlecruiser was actually able to kill that expansion by himself, even though there was a handful, it looks like 6 cannons to guard it. They were in the wrong position, and we're watching 2 Void Rays try and take on a Battlecruiser Yamada in the face at that expansion, but more Void Rays over here gonna clean that up. And yeah, Void Rays do move around the map fairly quickly, even though they look like they should be a slow unit. You can actually upgrade their speed here, and I'm kind of surprised to see this game go on this long, because every expansion was taken for the most part, and they've all pretty much been destroyed and are just now getting rebuilt. So like you said, I think the game's going to get reset here a little bit. But at this point, just looking at units lost, those numbers are actually fairly close, considering how many times Liquid Nazgul actually got nuked here. And look at this, 176 units for the little one and 174 for Liquid Nazgul. But of course, Protoss don't have Marines, and so I really think that that's showing that Liquid Nazgul is fairly far behind. But he's getting his expansions up again, so this game is crazy.
I don't know if you caught that right there, but the Ghost engaging the Void Rays, taking out